Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We got a new post over here from My Hero Ultra Rumble regarding the new event with some new confirmations that I wanted to alert you about, so you guys are ready and excited for what the mode has to offer. They put out a full explanation page if you haven't been understanding what it is, or you want to see some new first looks because they provided brand new screenshots for how the mode looks, how everything functions, and we also got a little bit of news here, which it does seem like they're going to be approaching this mode this way, which if you're happy about it, great. There are both pros and cons to this, so some of you might be pissed, some of you might really like this, and also it might be healthier for the game to be handled this way. Today, we'll jump into it, talk about it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. So let's begin over here. They pretty much put this post out talking about the new mode, pretty much Area Conquest Battle explanation page released. Yesterday, we released the Area Conquest Battle Introduction PV. Have you had a chance to watch it? We hope you will also check out the explanation page alongside the PV before the implementation, and then over here, the explanation page here. If you're wondering, how did this mode do? The trailer did views. It definitely did. You can see that other news networks have also posted about the trailer, and it got very big for both Japan and for global, because remember, people hate Ultra Rumble because it's a battle royale. Now you've added a 6v6, which is a very popular game. Play mechanic, you're probably going to get a decent amount of players coming back to the game to experience it and see how it works. Remember, is it, I got one shot on a 6v6 map. Nobody can really say that. You can't complain about that. Why? Think about COD. Think about most games out there. Snipers exist. Shotguns exist. Weapons like that exist that usually one-tap you. Look at Battlefield, right? Whatever it is, Battlefield 6, there is that 6v6 or 12v12 mode. Battlefield obviously has larger player sizes, but when it comes to domination and such, nobody complains they got one-shotted. Nobody complains all for one grabbed them and beat the hell out of them. Shouldn't complain because that's kind of how it works. That genuinely is domination. That's sort of how modes work with that, right? I think that this mode has a lot of potential, and just the quote retweet did 74,000 views, 400 likes so far, and it's a fresh post. This one did 317,000 for JP and 3.1k. IGN and again other major networks have posted it, so it's getting views. It's gonna be probably very big for Ultra Rumble, and I truly hope it does better for the game. Will those players convert to Ultra Rumble's Battle Royale? No. A lot of them will not. Let's be honest here. They could, but I don't think they will. After playing Battle Royale in 5 seconds, they'll realize the problems of the game. But 6v6 Area Control Battle coming September 3rd. We are diving into details of the new 6v6 Area Control Battle launching on September 3rd. Area Control Battle PV has been released. Discover the fun of Area Control Battle in our latest PV. The basic rules of new Area Control Battle mode. The Area Control Battle mode is a 6v6 where 2 teams fight for the control of 3 zones on the stage area. Each team consists of 2 3-player groups for a total of 6 players. You can choose 2 players, characters to play, but be aware you cannot select the same characters that have already been chosen by your team members. There is that full HD look at the map. 6 spawn over here, 6 spawn over here. This is your pretty much place. This is your respawn point. Respawn points can't change. There's no such thing as camping. We've learned this. We're like, oh, camp the spawns. There's like a little barrier right here that you can't shoot past. It's like an invincible barrier, right? So they can jump out and go there. Then plus there is no point to camp. You want to be holding these points in case of rapid character gets over you and gets away from you, right? And then holds that point. You lose. So there is no reason to camp spawns here. Over there, we have your team. Our first look at this screen. This is why this screen has been updated, because they wanted to make it for this. While making that same UI for this, they said let's revamp our current screen and show off nameplates and such, which is potentially a monetization feature in the future. We talked about that. Maybe. Let's see. Your team and then the full team there. Full team. So obviously if you queue in solo, it'll say something different. But yeah, that's what it looks like there. The time limit is 5 minutes. This is very controversial. A lot of players are very mad at that. I don't know. I do think that matches with the 5-minute timer might be great. I think that a smaller, you have to realize Ultra Rumble isn't like traditional Battle Royales. Battle Royales can go on for like 20 to 35 minutes, bro. Different games do different things. So they, Ultra Rumble, sometimes I get like a 10-minute, sometimes I get like a 8-minute match, upwards of like 60-minute matches. I don't get much beyond that or around there, right? So for 5 minutes, they like their games quick. So I don't know if it's a problem, but players are very mad at that. Capture and hold the zones to earn points for your teams. The more zones you control simultaneously, the more points you will earn. The team with the most points at the end of the match wins. Use your character quirk strategically to outscore the opposing team. And again, it looks like each time you confirmed you get an area secured, you first get a skill, a score level up, and each time you level this up, then it levels up your overall skills here. You can see that. It also looks like the score, even if you don't get a score level up, if you do just get an area secured, it still gives you a full thing for your team. So the goal is going to be play objective. No one in the world, nobody in their mind will not play objective here. everybody is going to be playing objective. Why? Because if you want to be able to do more damage, you got to play objective. So playing for kills is so stupid in this mode. People play domination, they play for kills. Playing for kills is the most moronic thing you can do if you're strictly not touching point, not helping point, not defending point. Because remember, in order to continuously get things, you got to keep area secured, which will get your score to level up naturally, or secure the point to get that high 125 increase, right? Dropping kills isn't the full send where, again, playing point is the main thing. How to capture a zone. Enter a zone to fill the capture gauge. At the top of the screen, once the gauge is filled, you'll capture the zone. The more allies in the zone, the faster the gauge goes up, allowing for a quicker zone capture. So I'm not going to say 6-stack every single point and then run it to each one. That's moronic. I would say that maybe split off into 2 teams, or 3 teams of 2, or 2 teams of 3, and then hold 2 points. You really need to only hold 2 points, so keep that. Let's say that no one's pushing C, obviously rotate to C. That's going to be probably the job of whatever movement character you have to like rotate back between points. This is going to have its own entire game. So this is going to have its own entire meta and everything associated. So I'm very excited. But over here, A, again, you can see there's 1 player. Now there's 3. Now there's, again, 3 with full cap. So that's that. Over here, how to win the area control battle. There are 2 ways to win. The winning condition 1 is achieve the higher score simply by just having that. When the timer reaches 0, you have to have the higher score. Showing off Nedry over here looking super cool. Again, score level at 6. Winning condition 2 is capture all 3 zones and maintain control until the countdown that starts when all zones are captured reaches 0. In this case, victory is secured regardless of the point difference. And that again over there, allied team is 191 and then 125. Which again, if you just own all 3 of those points, it will start a timer of 60 seconds. If you can maintain all 3 points, GG's, you deserve the win. Other rules, respawn. If you're KO'd, you can quickly respawn from the respawn point and return to the fight. And the respawn screen, you have the opportunity to strategically switch between the 2 previously selected characters, analyze the battle, and choose the right character for the job. So there you go. That's confirmed how you swap characters. Everyone's been asking, how do you swap characters? That's how. Did the trailer show that off? I don't even know if I saw it in the trailer, but yeah, you can now. So there's also, looks like a swap there. Is that where your respawn is, or I don't know, maybe just swap your character. Maybe you can respawn here in some of these areas, and maybe they can respawn there. Both of them have that area like this to return to the battle quicker to fix the game. So not only is respawn here, respawn can also be done over here, which is super cool. It looks like that is the case. And then you can swap between whoever you want to go for. If you want to go for running Deku, because you were just fighting a person who, again, Deku can counter, but you've killed them, and you know somebody else killed you. Now let's say Mirio can take on the next one, and that's a better counter for that. You can then swap to Mirio and then progress in. So it's gonna get hectic because again, you're gonna feel like, oh, I just killed that Deku, now it's a Mirio, right? It's gonna get hectic. So let's say that you're getting like completely washed. You're just getting destroyed by the other team. Swapping into the other character that can wash them would be the most fun mechanic ever, right? So it's not like, it's not going to be that every match is just a complete wipe. If you see the meta and you see what they're running and the second character conquers that meta, be that second character, right? That would be super fun. Like, so you could pick your fun pick and your meta pick. If they're sweating their balls off, go to the meta pick. Like, you can literally do that if you want to. That's like the genuine thing over there. Overtime. If the score is tied or the team with fewer points control at least 2 zones at the end of the match, the game will go into overtime. If overtime is triggered due to a tie score, overtime will last for 60 seconds. The team with a higher score than the opposing team when the timer reaches 0 will achieve the victory. So there you go. If it is tied upon 0, then 60 seconds kicks in, and then that is how it's going to go. But if overtime is triggered when the losing team is controlling at least two zones, overtime becomes unlimited and will continue until the score is reversed or the losing team controls 1 or fewer zones. Never give up and fight for victory until the very last second. I genuinely think this is a cool mechanic. I know players are like, I don't know if I want overtime like that. Don't let them pass you. Fight with your life, right? Like your life depends on it. Fight and win that point back. It's a super cool mechanic, and it will be like most of the time, like 6-minute matches or 5-minute matches is like the timer. It'll extend some matches into like 10 minutes, into 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, right? Because again, it's depending on the score and everything. Let's say you wiped them at 400, they were at like 30. They have to now get back all the way to 400. So some matches might go on for a bit. That's all for the introduction over here for Area Control Battle. Hope you enjoy the new style of battle in My Hero Ultra Rumble. So super cool again. Nice looks at this. It looks like there are 2 respawn points apparently, which is, I think, fine. You want to get back into the action quick. There is clearly no respawn timer. We looked, I think, last time also, there is no respawn timer. So just get in, post the game's like loading time, and then you're pretty much ready to go. So like maybe 10 seconds. Winning conditions are pretty simple. Catch with more people. Play objective is mainly their goal. It's very nice. So I think that we are, very excited for this. So the thing that I wanted to show you is, so shout out to LFJ for this. He cooked this up, but this is kind of what I've been saying for a little bit now. It does look like they're planning to keep this as a here and there active, not always active event, because it says under the menu, I chose the Japanese one because it's getting hard to read the English one, but I checked the English one. It says clearly English event match. It does say that over there, which translates to event match. This is likely it's only active during the event accompanied by it, and may or may not be in customs. What I will say is, it looks like the way that they're hyping this up, it only comes out when this comes out. And this leaves 924, obviously speaking, so the mode leaves 924, which it might be their thing of just testing the mode for now, seeing what the players say. If players like it, they reinstate it next season. Or they keep the game fresh by not having this mode 24/7. So when the mode comes back, if players liked it, they can then enjoy it. But the only issue is I think that players that come to the game for this mode and stick for this mode solely, they're the ones who will quit probably in the meantime. But again, it's their first time running and hosting this mode. They've held CBTs, alpha tests, everything for the Battle Royale. This mode is their first try at something brand new like this. So I think that it's okay if they are trying to run it as a 3-week event only and then run it back later on in the future whenever they choose to. It would suck if it's gone like that, but the way that it is saying it's meant to be an event match, right? The thing itself, like the mode, when you select it in the bottom left, it says event match. And yeah, it also matches with this event timer and everything associated. And in the text and the words that they use, it seems that it's only there for the 3-week duration. But when you're queuing, that's what the image shows over here. It pretty much says event match. Like I can show you through here. It just says in the bottom corner when queuing, like right there, it says clearly event match, which everything else is like ranked battle, unranked battle. It doesn't say event match. So who knows? But if that is the case, are you mad if this is only a 3-week event? Is it bad for you if every end of season they get this event out to be a fun little thing for the end of the season? You have to realize other games have different modes and such, and sometimes it just lowers the player count and other things. It loses its steam after the first season. Who knows? Maybe they want to again get a balance out for it. Maybe change up how the mode works and fix things, but they can't do that if the mode is still live, right? If that's the case, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with waiting until mid-season, and then maybe they host it permanently at that point onwards, right? Again, they've never tested this before with a full live audience, so they'll need to, and I hope that they do good by it, right? But yeah, is it bad news for you? Let me know. But take care, have fun. That's been it.